3 million beats zero. Right? Lenny, I don't know about you. Nobody's offered me $3 million to go play. But if they do, I'm signing up. I'm signing up and I'm giving it all I got. I also wonder about the sabotage effect. Are players really going to be into it? Who knows with this group? I mean, this is such an interesting generation of player. We used to play baseball because we loved the game. And Michael, I agree. I'd rather have 3 million than zero. But the players obviously don't see it the way I see it. And they also are being, everybody, very, very short-sighted. It's not, look, 2020, fans are forgiving. Fans are forgiving this year. We it's like, what's the saying? We're in this together. We've gone through a national crisis. It seems like as soon as Corona hits, then we have the issue in Minnesota with the race relations. And it's just been one of those, I can't remember a year ever like it kind of year. But we have pulled together as a people, and then there's baseball. So if fans are going to come back no matter what, yeah, you can do anything you want. How many fans are going to come back no matter what now? The strike was different. Other people in the country were not dying at 100,000. Other people in the country were not unemployed at the rate we are now. Now unemployment sky high. People losing their jobs. We don't have the patience with this, guys, that we might have 25 years ago. And it's a different fan base. It's a new generation. If you ask kids who are watching the game today, who were the All-Stars in 1994? 26 years ago, they don't remember. You take a 30-year-old. He or she barely can remember 1994. A 25-year-old wasn't born yet. And the 0 to 25 generation, they are here to be entertained. It's not my generation. It's not Lenny's generation. This millennial generation, they are here to be served. That's the attitude. And if you're not going to play and you're not going to put forth the effort, I'll just find something else. So, yeah, you can say people will go to the stands, but that generation is dying out. If baseball will get on the field, the 0 to 25 group is the only show in town to watch. You can jazz it up. You can make it appealing to that younger generation so that instead of losing a generation, we gain one. That's the way I see it. But the owners and the players don't see it that way. It doesn't appear. They appear to see it as what can go into my pocket today. What's not going into my pocket today. I don't really care about what happens to my children or my grandchildren. I care about my pocket today. Come on. Let's play ball. And the ultimate decision maker is Commissioner Manfred, who has the authority to set a schedule. So I'm calling on you, Commissioner Manfred, to do your job. Will it be popular? Probably not. But when you took the commissioner job, did you take it because you thought it was a popular thing to do? Or are you there now to do what is so much now a lost art in society, and that is to disdain the politics and to adhere to the right? Do what is right. And plan a season. and get the guys on the field. And here's another thought. With all the protests, people are congregating. So why can't we open the ballparks? Maybe not to full capacity. What about 30%? 30% of something is better than 0% of nothing. And if you can put 30% or some number in the ballpark, you're going to have fans, you're going to have interest, you're going to have income. And again, baseball, instead of being the reactor, you can be the innovator. Manfred, step up. Be the commissioner. Take charge. Manfred could go down in history as one of the greatest commissioners of all time. He could be talked about like Landis and all these guys who came before. Or forgotten because he did nothing. Think about the presidents in the United States who have been acclaimed. People who have risen up during tough times, taken a stand, and promoted the best interest of the nation. How about Abraham Lincoln? How about FDR? These guys. Time to do that for baseball. I'm not sure that owners will raise ticket prices. I'm not sure what owners will do. Owners have got to be weary, as do the players. This is not just a player thing. This is not just an owner thing. This is a baseball thing. Keep your ticket prices where they were. Just know you're going to lose some money, but you're going to make more money letting 30% in. And I said this on an earlier show. The first thing they should do is right now, stop this back and forth with players and owners. Go to the governors of the states where we have ball stadiums or where we may be playing games. I'm not sure where the Yankees and Mets are going to play. If they want to play in New York, fine. If they play in Florida, fine. But go to the state where you're going to play and say, Governor of this state, can we play ball? Can we open it up to fans? Can we open it up on a limited basis? Get that agreement now. Okay, if we do that, we don't have to hear about, well, we're not going to have any fans in the stands. Because you could get an agreement if they'll agree to it now. Do it. And my other thing is, why have we waited until June the 1st to start negotiating? If you said you wanted to play baseball in July, then why weren't you negotiating in April? Because you know it's not going to get resolved in a day or two. Come on. How short-sighted is that? Both ownership and players. They say we want to play, but you don't start talking about it till the end of May. I'm not buying it. That dialogue should have started a long time ago. And you guys, thank you for being in the chat room. You wouldn't have to be listening to me ranting and raving about how bleak the picture is. We could be talking about games. I could be telling you about players who you should be looking for on your waiver wire. That's what we want to do, right? That's what last year, around this time, man, I had like 25 listeners a show because baseball was going strong. And it was fun. It was exciting. It was energetic. And now it's like, yeah, am I going to watch the NHL? I've never watched much NHL, but you know what? They got a plan, and they're going to be back playing. And if that's what's on, I'm going to watch NHL. We've got a team in Raleigh, the Hurricanes, NHL franchise. It's less than an hour drive. I can spend my dollars on that instead of buying the Major League Baseball package. If I watch hockey and like it, I can buy the hockey package a lot cheaper. I'm not going to be the only one. Football, same thing. So come on. It's time to get off the schneid. It's time to get to... This should have already been resolved. This is beyond ridiculous. If I'm Commissioner Manfred, I step in today and I say, here's the schedule. I go to the governors first. I get permission to play. I get permission as the commissioner to put fans in the stands on some limited basis. And then I get a schedule and a plan together, and then I announce it. That's how we have baseball. Because I think otherwise, the owners have their agenda, the players have theirs, so that's why the commissioner, in part, has the job he has. You're not going to make I know you're voted on by the owners. I'm sure, Mr. Manfred, you had a job before you got this one. That was pretty good. I'm sure you can get another job if that's what you want to do. If they vote you out, let them vote you out for the right reason. Doing the right thing. Reestablishing the game of baseball. Trying to be fair to both sides and to the fans as well. Because ultimately it's the fans' sport. And that's the position that our commissioner should be taking today. I've enjoyed being with you today. I'm going to see about next week, okay? Frankly, I'm getting a little disgusted with all the baseball stuff. I heard Lenny say we might pick another sport. I may do that too. We'll see. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be back with you on Monday on Arnie's Fantasy World of Sports. Have a great day, everybody.